All right, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Drink and Get Rich overview with Kangen water. I want to appreciate everyone joining in despite your very tight schedule. But I want to make this meeting tonight brief. So tomorrow we will be, there's a lot of things happening tomorrow. So we want to get today started in a very beautiful way to set the tone for the week. So for everyone who have joined us, thank you very much, and want to make sure this meeting is within an hour or so. So let's get started. We'll be talking about discovering Kangen water, and I'm always super excited and passionate about talking about this technological breakthrough that is helping us harvest numerous testimonies daily, unbelievable testimonies. Some persons have asked what this is all about. So if you are here and joining us for the first time tonight, you'll have the opportunity to see what this is all about and how this impacts you. My name is Solomon James, but first I will be bringing up somebody I truly respect and appreciate his sacrifices and support for our market, our Nigerian team, and across the globe. He's just giving massive support, lots of sacrifices on his end. And for me, he's truly a mentor and a coach on this journey. Ladies and gentlemen, the next voice you will be hearing will be that of our mentor and our coach, and who will be taking us through the first part of tonight's presentation. Let's put our virtual hands together as we bring to the microphone the one and the only Mr. Simon Lowe. Mr. Simon, how are you?
Thank you, Solomon. I'm totally fine. How are you, Solomon?
I'm cool, doing great here.
All right. So thank you, JSM, Solomon James, for this wonderful introduction to our evening Zoom today. Hello, everybody. How are you guys doing? Let me get some response in the Zoom chat. We have Mr. Adeyemi Pakomiti. We have Banky that's been writing in the chat box. So if you guys are feeling great and you are feeling that, you know, the new week is going to come and you guys are going to conquer it, you know, there's a few days before the year end and you guys are extremely excited for your journey until the year end, please type what number 1 in the chat box. And if you're feeling grateful for what you have achieved so far in this year, type 1 in the chat box. Because my name is Simon. Thank you for, hi Jafet, hi, nice to meet you. Jafet is just downstairs. Okay, so my name is Simon Lowe. I'm from Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, and I'm actually currently in Lagos. I'm actually in my room, at my hotel room in Lagos, and I'm actually running this. Banky, yeah, hi Banky. So I'm running this Zoom meeting with you today, live from Lagos, because I've been spending the last 3 months in this beautiful country, and I really mean it, beautiful country, Nigeria, to launch this amazing business with this amazing product for the very first time. And I'm truly excited about the prospect about this country and the business that can actually come out of it. Because let me tell you something about this country, that what I see, all right? I look at Nigeria and, you know, from a foreigner point of view, there's a lot of perception about this country. But when I come here, the people are absolutely amazing. The market potential is absolutely amazing. And I'm very happy and I'm very excited to share with you the company that myself, Solomon James, and all the leaders in this Zoom call today are here to launch. And this product has been in existence for the last 48 years. And it's from Japan, all right? So it's incorporated in 1974 from Japan. And some of you may have not heard about our company before because we are not in Africa yet. We are coming in for the very first time in 2023, all right? So it's an extremely exciting product that we're bringing in. And I've been involved with the company for the last 6.5 years. Thank you, Solomon James, for making me the host. And I am truly excited to share with the people in Nigeria. Can I just see by a show of hands, who here in this Zoom, type 1 if you are in Nigeria, type 1. If you're outside of Nigeria, type 2. Anybody in the chat box right now? Because this business and this product that we are launching is something that every home. Oh, okay, okay. Jonathan, where are you from? Jonathan, can you type down? Oh, Jonathan is one. Okay, okay. Are you the same Jonathan I met just now in the evening? Okay. Um, Jonathan, you are in like, how can you get out of the country in the next last 2 hours? Okay. Rajashri Chetty, you're from South Africa. Funmi, you're in London. I know Funmi, you're in London. Who else? The rest of you guys are in Nigeria, right? So type 1 if you're in Nigeria, type 2 if you're outside, and if you're outside, type what country you're from. So without further ado, I'm actually going to share with you the presentation I have today to talk about what our company is all about and why this company has been around for the last 48 years and is going to make massive ground in Nigeria. And we're just starting. So all of you, there's about 23 people on this Zoom call here today, and you are one of the first, I would say, one of the first few people that is seeing this presentation for the very first time. All right. Now, today I'm going to talk about a very general topic. It's called water. Now, can I just ask everybody a question? Who here you are drinking out of plastic bottled water on a daily basis? Just type 5 in the chat box. If you're drinking out of one of these brands like Seaway, Eva, La Sena, or let's say Aquafina, Nestle, type 5 if you're taking bottled water. Regardless of the brand, type 5 if you're drinking bottled water. Type 5 in the chat box, ladies and gentlemen. Type 5 if you're drinking bottled water. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I'm here to share with you that bottled water, now I'm from the East, I'm from Asia. And in Asia, bottled water is very, very rare. We don't take a lot of bottled water because we were educated and we are known that bottled water actually contains a lot of harmful chemicals. All right. Now I'm not saying that to what do you call that? Say that other people are not aware of this and we are aware and you guys are not aware. No. In fact, I've traveled to many countries, even developed countries like America, UK, Canada, Dubai, Middle East, and I came to Africa. A lot of countries that are actually drinking too much of this bottled water. Now, the challenge with bottled water is, if you take a look at the slide, the bottled water contains a very high level of bisphenol A. Now, just Google bisphenol A later after this demonstration if you have time. Bisphenol A is actually a preservative used in a lot of bottled water that actually leaks into the water when we drink it because of the way we actually store the water. And bisphenol A has a direct link to things like breast cancer, prostate cancer, type 2 diabetes, cardiovascular disease, even childhood diabetes, and brain function disorders. Chemicals from the bottled water, because I call it plastic water. Because when you're drinking out of this bottled water, you're actually not just drinking the water, but you're also drinking the plastic contaminants. Now, ladies and gentlemen, do you think it will be healthy for you to continue drinking from bottled water for the rest of your life if this chemical is actually present in your water? If you agree with me, type 1 in the chat box. Because before I go on my presentation, I have to get you guys to understand the dangers of bottled water. Type 1 if you agree with me. Okay, so that is bottled water. So why are we bringing in this amazing company into Africa for the first time? Now, this company that I represent is called Enagic. All right, it's called Enagic, and Enagic has been around for the last 48 years, and we have 40 offices in 23 countries. All right, we've been around for a long time. All right, sorry, I'm just fixing my hair all the time because it's been a very hot day, and it's just been very hot in Nigeria. Nigeria weather is becoming very hot. Yeah, so we're opening up our first ever office in Lagos next year. So currently I'm in Lagos to help the team to launch a pre-launch campaign. So we're currently in the pre-launch because not many people in Nigeria or even in Africa knows about our machine, because we are very famous in America, in Japan, but in Africa, we're very, very new. And our product is called the Kangen water. I have my bottle here. So ladies and gentlemen, can you see this bottle? If I let me just flip it on the side, it says what? Kangen water. So Kangen water comes out of an amazing Kangen machine, And the origin story about this water is, who here you have taken water from the natural spring water from the mountain? Type 2 in the chat box. You have consumed water from the spring before. Anybody? Anybody? You have consumed water from the spring in Nigeria, from your village. Because all around the world, there are people that drink water from the spring. And if you ask them, they have actually people who drink from the mountain or the spring, they're actually getting a lot of health benefits from this water, because spring waters around the world actually contain something called active hydrogen, which is a very, very powerful antioxidant. Now, what does an antioxidant do? It slows down the aging process in the body, so that you age slower and diseases and chronic illnesses will not thrive in the body. Now, let me ask everybody a question. Would you like to age slower? Yes or no? Type it in the chat box. Because if you want to age slower, you have to drink water that has very high levels of active hydrogen. And the spring water has very high levels of active hydrogen. But unfortunately, yeah, so Jonathan said yes, Solomon said yes. But unfortunately, Funmi said yes, Rajeshri. But unfortunately, because we're living in the city, most of the water we drink does not contain active hydrogen, because it is bottled water or government treated water, borehole water, tap water. So what does the Kangen machine do? Our machine actually restructures your water into water with high levels of active hydrogen. So the water I've been drinking, take a look at this. I carry this bag everywhere I go, because the machine is actually downstairs in our hotel, and I will collect a 5-liter for my room, and I drink this water every day, because this water contains extremely high levels of active hydrogen. So what is active hydrogen? Active hydrogen has 3 levels of property, right? I'm just brightening up my screen a little bit. The first one is something called oxidation. Now, the opposite of oxidation is called antioxidant. Now, let me ask everybody a question. Do you want to age faster or age slower? Just type in the chat box. Because if you want to age slower, you have to start taking things like fruits and vegetables. But the challenge is, in fruits and vegetables, when it goes from fresh to rotten, it will change the color, the taste, the smell. Am I right? So everything we eat goes from fresh to rotten. But the thing about water is this. It goes from fresh to rotten, but when it goes from fresh to rotten, water doesn't change taste, color, or smell. It does not tell you whether it's good or bad. That's the thing about water. But when water has a lot of oxidation, it will lead to sickness. So how does it work? Now, there's a very special meter. In fact, I have a meter with me, but I can't do it live with you. So I've actually recorded a video to share with you. This meter, if it shows a very high positive reading, it is basically very aging or oxidizing. So if the water that you're drinking is aging or oxidizing, it speeds up the oxidation rate in the body. And when your body has a very high oxidation, that's where sickness comes faster, aging comes faster, etc., etc. Now, if you want to be healthy, you have to take things that is near to zero, or even better, below zero, that has a negative reading. Anybody take green tea, a lot of salads and vegetables? Anybody take vitamin C and olive oil? These things are highly antioxidant. But the challenge is you cannot take massive quantities on a daily basis. Am I right? There's only a limited quantity you can take every day. But water, can we drink 1 liter, 2 liter, 3 liters every day? Absolutely. And this Kangen water is absolutely amazing. And I want to show you this video, all right, which I've done. So this is actually a demo that I like to do, and I would collect a few samples of different bottled waters to check the oxidation. Now, once again, I will be using a special meter I ordered from America to test the oxidation of the different types of water, from tap to bottle to mineral to soft drinks, and lastly, Kangen water as well. So let's take a look. Okay. Somebody has written something in the chat box. Slower. Somebody said slower. 1 to 8 slower, right? So here is a meter, okay? So this meter is called the oxidation reduction potentiometer. So if it's positive, it's bad. If it's negative, it's good. Okay, if it's negative, it's good. So let's look at our tap water. What's the reading? 400. Reverse osmosis tap water, bottled water, 450. Mineral water, 430, 432, 426. Evian, 433. Very oxidizing. Soft drinks, what's the reading? 500 plus, which is extremely oxidizing. And Kangen water. What's the reading of Kangen water, ladies and gentlemen? Take a look at that. Can you see Kangen water? What do you see in the front? Negative 550. So what does that mean? This is what we call living water. Water that is akin to the natural spring water because it is antioxidant to reduce the oxidation in your body, to make sure you age slower and sickness doesn't come to you as fast. Okay, so that is the first property of the Kangen water. In fact, when you drink 1 glass of Kangen water, this Kangen water from our machine, fresh, 1 glass of Kangen water will give you 80 tomatoes worth of antioxidants. 80. Anybody eat 80 tomatoes a day? Absolutely not, right? So this water, very, very powerful. The second one is the alkalinity. Now, everything that we eat and drink is acid or alkaline. Now, why we have to stay away from acid? Because Dr. Otto, which is a Nobel Prize winner, he's from Germany, he says that cancerous tissues are acidic, healthy tissues are what? Alkaline. So let me ask everybody a question. Do you want your body to be acidic or do you want your body to be alkaline? Which one, ladies and gentlemen? Which one? Type it in the chat box. You want your body to be alkaline. Because if your body is acidic, that's where sickness will start to come. So in terms of the water we drink, there is acid and alkaline. So I'm going to show you another video that we share with you. All right. The pH level or acid alkalinity of our body. All right. So the same samples of water, I'm going to use a pH tester to test the acidity or alkalinity. So I'm going to put it into each glasses. And you will start to see different colors coming out. So what color do you see? Let me give it a stir. I like to stir it. So ladies and gentlemen, can you see tap water is green? Bottled water is what color? Yellow. What is yellow? Yellow is acidic. Mineral water is light blue, dark green. Sodas are very acidic. 7-Up is very, very acidic. And Kangen water is highly alkaline. So once again, let's look at this chart. Anything that is not green and below green, yellow, orange, or red is very acidic. Alkalinity should be brown. Should be blue and above. So the Kangen water helps to balance the body pH. So take a look at this. What happens when you drink Kangen water every day? So I've been drinking this water every single day. When you drink this water, what happens? It alkalizes the body. But take a look at the soda. What happens to the soda? It doesn't change, am I right? Because sodas are extremely, extremely acidic. So I want to show you the effect of a single cap of soda into your body. What happens? 1 sip of soda, what happens? It completely acidifies the cells. So, ladies and gentlemen, if today you can walk away from this Zoom meeting from one lesson, it is to cut down, or even better, eliminate sodas from your body, from your lifestyle, is because sodas are one of the most acidic things that you can actually put into your body. Yeah, it creates a lot of acidity and we try to stay away. Okay, and the third property, so we have antioxidant, alkalinity, microclustering. So why do we need water? Because what does it say on the left? The human body is 70% what, ladies and gentlemen? Water. If the body is 70% water, we need the best water for our body to operate at the optimum level. Am I right? So why do we need water? We need water to supply and channel nutrients to the body. We need water to detox. Now, Here, I'm going to share with you another video. I'm going to use a green tea bag because this green tea bag will resemble your cells. Now, normally we need to boil our water, but I want to show you the hydrating possibility of Kangen water. Take a look what happens when I soak the tea bag in Kangen water. What happens, ladies and gentlemen? Can you see at room temperature, the Kangen water would take out a lot more of the tea compared to the normal tap water. Because the normal water we are drinking is extremely heavy. So I'm sure there are a lot of you, there's about 37 of us on this Zoom call today. There's a lot of you that when you drink water, it makes you feel very bloated on the inside. Am I right? Very bloated because the normal water that you're drinking is heavy water. Kangen water is light water. So even for somebody who are taking supplements, I like to do this. I take some essence of the tea, all right? And I split it into two, for example, okay? So it's the same level of tea, but when I put in very different types of water, you will see the differences that comes out. Take a look at this. I want you to see. It's absolutely mind-blowing. Kangen water can absolutely bring out the absorption, the nutrients from your food, your supplement, and hydrate your body at a very, very different level. All right, let me just put on my presentation. Sorry, I accidentally stopped sharing it. Okay, so from here. So the third property is this water. Why is it doing what it's doing? Is because of the water cluster. So the normal water we are drinking is very big. It's very, very small. It allows for greater penetration and easier absorption by the body. All right. Now, around the world, we have a lot of doctors that actually endorses our product and talk about our product around the world. And one of the main associations that talk about it is the American Anti-Cancer Institute. The founder is Mr. Bob Wright, and he even says that he believes that ionized water is a mandatory baseline requirement for those with cancer. And he says if he will look for a electrolysis unit today, he would choose the Rolls Royce of water ionizers made by Kangen water. All right. So we have many, many endorsements. We even have a Japanese doctor, Dr. Shinya, who uses it on his patients. And this is inflammation of the colon. This is actually 3 months after the water. Ladies and gentlemen, is that an amazing result? Just by changing the water, not changing anything else but the water. Is that an amazing result? If it's an amazing result, type 1 in the chat box. Somebody who has an inflammation in the colon, inside the stomach, inside the body, and drinking the water has reduced the inflammation after 3 months. Take a look at that. It's absolutely amazing, this water. We have people with constipation 3 months after the water. Take a look at that. 3 months. People with chemotherapy, they go through chemotherapy in the hospital 3 months after the water. Now, we have a ton and ton of testimonials. Please do your due diligence. Go even on YouTube and check out Kangen water. Anything under the sun, diabetes, cancer, arthritis, just do your research. You would see a lot of people coming out speaking about this water and why this water has actually helped. Because around the world, we have 2 million households taking the Kangen water, including presidents of America, top celebrities, health experts, what do you call, sports personalities, and many more taking our water. Okay, so this is the Kangen machine. It can actually produce many types of water. The second one is clean water. This clean water, when you press the second button, it's producing a water that is for you to take medication. Other than that, you don't even take it. And the third one is something called beauty water. And beauty water is something that's very good for your skin. You will actually start to wash your face with this beauty water. It will make sure that you look young, and it will actually help to heal your skin and moisturize your skin on a daily basis. Is that a good option to have for the machine? So this machine is not just for drinking, it's for many other purposes. Beauty water is a toner water to tone your skin. And the fourth one is strong Kangen water to make sure of what? That you wash away all the fruits and vegetables of its pesticides and chemicals that farmers are spraying today. Now, can you see there's a gentleman here with a mask, suit. Now, why do you think he's wearing that mask and suit? It's because today, farmers are spraying a lot of what on our fruits and vegetables? Please type in the chat box. What are they spraying on our fruits and vegetables? Take a wild guess. What are they spraying? I want some response in the chat box. Can you say that? Can you see that it says, if it's not safe to breathe, how can it be safe to eat? What do you think he's spraying? GMO, pesticides, insecticides, herbicides, preservatives, chemicals. And the challenge today is most of the chemicals that farmers are spraying are oil-based pesticides. They are all made out of oil. Now, that's why I need to show you this demo. Okay? Now, what's the challenge when they use oil chemicals? Now, this is a bottle of sesame oil. If I use some oil and I put it here and I put it here, what happens when I mix water and oil? It doesn't mix, am I right? Water and oil doesn't mix. So when you try to wash away chemicals from your fruits and vegetables, you are not washing away any of the chemicals because chemicals are made out of oil. So we're basically not washing away the chemicals. So why do we need to use this strong Kangen water? Because when you put this strong Kangen water into your fruits and vegetables, what happens to the oil? Can you see? It emulsifies the chemical. Ladies and gentlemen, are you following me? Because all your fruits and vegetables have oil-based chemicals. So I'm going to do a demonstration on the cherry tomatoes. And I want you to see what comes out from this pack of tomatoes. The first one is normal tap water. The second one is strong Kangen water. Okay, 11.5. So the 11.5 will break down the oil. Just soak it for about 5 to 10 minutes. I want you to see what happens. The first one, when I wash it out, what happens? Transparent, which means all the pesticides are still on the vegetable. But the second one is washed with our 11.5. I want you, ladies and gentlemen, to see what comes out. 40 of all of us here. This is something that we eat on a daily basis, every single day. We feed it to our kids, our parents, our family. What is that? These are all the pesticides that we're actually ingesting every single day. But with the 11.5, you're able to remove all the pesticides that is on our vegetables. Are you guys following? So I want to ask everybody a question. Who here you want to eat clean fruits and vegetables for the rest of your life? Type 1 in the chat box. You don't want to eat chemicals anymore. You don't want to eat preservatives anymore. You don't want to eat pesticides anymore. Type 1 in the chat box. If you type 1, that means you want to get a machine or a product that can thoroughly remove all these chemicals from your vegetables. Yeah? So type 1 if you, because this is something serious. Chemicals from the vegetables is already scientifically proven to be carcinogenic. Carcinogenic, what does that mean? It is the same thing you find in your cigarette, which is cancer causing, ladies and gentlemen. Cancer causing. So you want to stay away from, excuse me. Excuse me. Okay. So when I talk about all these pesticides, I'm getting some some allergic reaction as well. Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, try to stay away from all these pesticides because it is extremely harmful for the body. Okay. So that is the strong Kangen water, pH 11.5, and then we have the strong acidic water, pH 2.5. Now, what is this for? This is for you to use it to help people with skin allergies as well. So this water, you don't drink it, you spray, you apply it on your skin. Are you guys following? Okay. So I'm very, very specific with my words. This is something the Japanese hospitals have been using for the last 8 years to apply on the skin to make sure the skin is sterilized and there's no bacterial or fungus growth. So you can actually use this water to help people with skin irritation. Take a look at that. From here to here in 60 days, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, amazing. Absolutely amazing. And we have this a lady, her name is Susan from Singapore. She had very bad psoriasis in the face, December, January, and February. Amazing. So what they do is They actually put it into a spray bottle or they put it onto a towel and they wipe the affected area with the strong acidic water. So, ladies and gentlemen, can I just ask everybody a question? Do you like what you see here today on this Zoom meeting? Type 1 if you like it. Because let me tell you, I fallen in love with this machine about 8 years ago. I personally bought one machine myself. I bought one for my parents. I bought one for my sister. I've also started traveling the entire world to speak to people about this machine because it is something that truly can change people's lives. Because if God made your body 70% water, you have to take care of the water. You have to make sure you put in the best water. Yeah, very, very important. And every single machine, where does it come from? It comes from our factory in Osaka, Japan. All right, this is our factory in Osaka, Japan, which is actually licensed by the Ministry of Health of Japan as a medical device and by International Standards Organization 13485 that certifies our company for design, manufacture of electrolysis water generator for medical and general use. So, ladies and gentlemen, what you're seeing today is a medical device. So anything that has to do with medical, it is very, very, very highly priced in the hospital, right? If you go to a hospital, you will see machines that cost hundreds, if not millions of dollars. That is medical standard. This machine that deals with the 70% of your body is one of the cheapest medical devices you will find in the market. The machine uses 7 solid, pure medical grade titanium platinum plates to ionize your water, and the machine lasts a lifespan of 25 years plus. So what is the investment of per machine? A machine from France, because now currently in Nigeria, we're doing a pre-launch. Every single machine will be coming from our office in France. So the payment will be made in euros. Please speak to the person that invited you into this Zoom meeting today. We have already shared with them how you can make the payment, how you can get the machine to come in from France. And the investment of a machine is 3,280 euros with a shipping of 200. So you're looking at 3,480 euros for the machine and the what do you call shipping charges. Now, some of you may say that, wow, Joy asked, can the pH 2.5 water be applied to fresh bleeding wounds? Absolutely yes. Because the 2.5 is a sterilizer. It is an antiseptic, antibacterial. So even if you have a fresh bleeding wound, spray the 2.5, it will help to kill all the bacteria and germs, yeah, so that the wound doesn't get infected. Absolutely. So the answer is yes. Okay. The good thing is because the machine lasts 25 years, but if we only look at 15 years, we are looking at a machine that costs you less than 450 naira a day. Ask ourselves this: are we already spending 450 naira every day on bottled water that is causing us sickness, putting us into acidic states, contaminated with acidity, contaminated with what do you call plastic and chemicals? We are already spending a lot more than this for something that is harming our body. Now, for those of you who are getting your machine, I just want to ask everybody a question. Who here, you like what you saw today and you would love to get a Kangen machine? Type Kangen in the chat box. You like what you see today and you would like to get a machine for yourself. So while you guys are typing, I'm just going to get more water for myself. Ask Nii, where can I buy this machine in Singapore? Very good question. I'm from Malaysia. So you are my neighbor. Are you staying in Singapore? So for Singapore, we actually have an office already. You can actually go to the office directly. But please speak to the person that invited you, because you cannot buy a machine directly from the company. You have to be introduced by somebody. Yeah. So Singapore, perfect. You can actually buy from the office. Our machine is there. And please speak to your leader, whoever that invited you into this Zoom meeting today. They will contact me. I will help you facilitate the sales in Singapore. All right. So ask Dini, who invited you today? Ask Dini. Ask Nii, who invited you today? All right. So you can speak to me or speak to whoever that invited you. We'll help you facilitate it. Okay. Now, if you were to get your machine before the year end, what happens? You are paying 2,980 euros until 31st December 2022. You are saving yourself 500 euro. If you were to get your machine through the person that invited you today, and by the way, this machine is standard price around the world. There is no difference in price. Whether you buy it from me, whether you buy it from the person that invited you, it is the same price because we are all independent distributors of the company in Magic. All right. So you're getting it at 2,980 euros before the year end. So, ladies and gentlemen, please take action for those of you who want to get your machine. And for those of you who see a massive potential to becoming part of the business, to also becoming a distributor of this product, that is where my dear friend, Brother Solomon James, will come in right after me to share with you the business opportunity that this company has to offer to people, not just Africa, but all around the world. All right. Adeyemi is asking, where can I buy this machine in Singapore? The Singapore office. All right. So for those of you who want to get your machine, please speak to the person that invited you. They will speak to me directly or their leaders. Okay. So today is all about a Zoom session to share with you what is the benefit of this machine and this water. All right. And if you have interest to get the machine, please speak to the person that invited you to this meeting. Okay. So if any questions, please put it in the comment box. I will try to respond as much as I can. And what I'm going to pass on is to my good friend, Mr. Solomon James, because what he will bring you through is a very short but impactful session on why he started, or one of the first people to start in Nigeria to start this Kangen business with our company, because the company doesn't just offer a great product. It also offers a fantastic business opportunity for people like yourself and myself to be involved and to share with people the great benefit of this water. And when you share with people the great benefit of this water, the company actually pays you a ton of commissions doing so as well. All right. So I want to thank you before I pass it over. I want to thank everybody, all 42 people on this Zoom call today, for being with us on this blessed Sunday, for coming on this Zoom call, because I hope you got something valuable. And I hope you got value from my presentation today about the amazing benefits of this water. And I'm going to pass it over to Mr. Solomon James to bring you through an exciting, explosive opportunity of health and wealth business with the Kangen Business Builders team. Over to you, Solomon James, and thank you so much for your attention tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much. My name is Simon Lowe from Malaysia. Over to you, Solomon.
Awesome. Thank you so very much, Mr. Simon. Please, if you got value, and let's appreciate Mr. Simon by giving him 333 on the chart. That's our clap, 333 on the chart. Let's appreciate Mr. Simon, 333. Thank you so very much. Thank you so very much. Powerful, spicy, hot. No wonder he's drinking a whole lot of water. Thank you so very much, Mr. Simon. We truly appreciate you. I mean, it's just what it is. What you see there is exactly what you are getting, value all the way. But let's show you how to convert this water, not to wine, but to wealth, which is why we didn't call this the Kangen water drinkers. We call it the Kangen business builders. Because when I saw this and saw the potential, I knew everyone needed this. And I said to myself, why not build this as a business? So let's show you how to do this if you choose to. So let's turn your water to wealth. In the words of Warren Buffett, he said, whatever you like to do, you make it a hobby. And whatever the world likes to do, you make it a business. So imagine a world that is not drinking water. It does not exist yet. So that means there is a business around this. And we're going to share quickly on what we call the energy marketing plan. But first, understand that the energy business is a proven device for the mass market. And we all agree here that we need it. I mean, somebody joining us from South Africa, somebody joining in Singapore, wherever you are on planet Earth, you drink water. So you need clean water and healthy water. Millions of machines already sold, and anyone who drinks water anyway is a prospect. The company is not on trial. The company has been around for 48 years, since 1974. So it's not something we are trying. It's a time and tested and a proven company with a business model, also endorsed by prominent doctors around the world, and first used in Japanese hospitals in 1974. You have a 5-year warranty on your machine. Those of us that were on the Essential Kangen workshop yesterday, we understood what all this meant. And Mr. Oshiro said, this is one machine that you will use for your entire life. All the ones that have been used in the home use for the last 28 years, they are all still in optimum working condition, because it's a lifetime machine. And we are spreading and creating new frontiers, new boundaries, opening up in Nigeria next year and more African countries. So let's talk about the energy business quickly. Now, there's no monthly qualifications on this, because you can't be paying about almost 3,000 euros. Then you are going to be renewing that every month. No stocking, no loading, no inventory, no annual renewal. You can accumulate your sales, and international borderless sponsoring. I mean, you just saw somebody right now who is interested all the way from Singapore. So if the person who invited him to this Zoom is in Nigeria, and he gets his machine in Singapore. I saw somebody from South Africa joining us. I have people in England joining us. What does that mean? It means you can do your business wherever you are in the world. And key for me is that this compensation plan is a patented compensation plan. And you got to know what that means. And when you look at the market here, it's very untapped in our own climb here anyway. So let's talk about the patented distributor compensation plan. Now, for some of us who have been involved in one form of network marketing or the other, you do understand that most times companies change things. Yes, they tell you that the most constant thing in life is change, but they never change it in your favor. Can the change always be in our favor? Every time they change, you are making money, they change it. Not in your favor. They take more money, they make more money, they give excuses. So some of us will keep pressing the reset button. Okay, they press the reset button rather on us, because you've built an organization, then something changes. You start all over, something changes. Well, what you see here means that what you see is what you are going to see for the rest of your life. This compensation plan is not going to change. It's trademarked, it's patented. So Energic is the only ionizer manufacturer in the world with this coveted certification. And this business model is unlike anything else in the direct sales industry. I mean, I've seen it, I've checked it out. I said, this is crazy, and the possibilities are endless. So like I said, some of us have prior knowledge of network marketing, good, bad, ugly, and everything in between. The most of what we'll be talking about today will be on direct sales, because the direct sales model, you get bonuses, you get override. So perhaps this is Ask Me. Okay, I saw Ask Me. So let me use this as Ask Me joining us from Singapore. So this Ask Me, and Ask Me decides to share with his friends what he has had and what he has experienced, and they get to join him. That is a direct sales. But if the people that Ask Me brought in decides to share with other people who are beneath, I mean, his own circle of influence, and they all choose to come in, that is what we call an indirect sales. So when you add up your direct sales plus your indirect sales, that will give you a group sales. Please, if you've gotten it so far till this point, give me a 1 in the chat so that everyone is carried along. If you understand this right now, put a 1 in the chat. So far, you can follow this, okay? Let's have a 1 in the chat, just the feedback. Okay, good. Thank you very much. Awesome, beautiful. So the people that actually brought in, they are his direct. The people he got into buy the machine, who share with others, those are his indirect. When you add both together, that gives a group sales. Now, Energic has more than 10 ways it rewards his business builders, which is why we are building the Kangen business. Again, those of us who were on the workshop yesterday, it was mind-blowing. But again, there are about 10 ways, but we wouldn't be talking about all of them because it will be very lengthy and we'll be cramming so much information. So let's dwell on just one of the commission, which is the 8A or 8-point commission. Now, how does this work? Well, remember, just like Mr. Simon just mentioned, that there is a promo ongoing right now because the cost of the machine is 2,780 euro. Now there is a shipping. I mean, for those of us shipping down to Nigeria, probably to Singapore, they are neighbors, so it might be The shipping price might vary, but for the cost of the machine, 2,780 euro. Now, Energy takes out 1,400 euro per sale for the distributors. Now, this 1,400 euros is splitted into 8 parts, or what we call 8 A's. So it's much like a pizza. You divide it into 8. So each piece, each pie becomes 175 euro. Take your 1,400 divided by 8. 1A will give you 175 euros. Now, what next? So let's show you how, if Mr. Nee is interested to build this as a business, how can he rank up, okay, building this as a business? So the first thing here is that Mr. Nee is involved and he shares with his first 2 friends, acquaintances or business partners, and the first 2 people buy the machines from him. He gets to earn directly 175 euro per machine. We call that a 1A rank. When you have 2 persons who have bought from you, your first 2, you're on a 1A rank. To get to the next rank of 2A, he now needs to just get a 3rd person buying the machine. Now that qualifies him to be upgraded to what we call the 2A rank, and he begins to earn 350 euros per machine that is being sold. Then we go to the 3rd rank, which is 3A. Now this is where that cumulative I talk about comes into play. When he has 10 cumulative group sales, now not 10 direct sales, cumulative, both direct and indirect, and everything comes to 10, he is now a 3A rank member, earning 525 euro per machine on that 3A leg. Now, if he wants to go to the next one, which is 4A, he needs the 20 cumulative group sales, and that gives him 700 euro direct commission, and he's on a 4A rank. To go to, and please, it's not a fresh 20, it's a continuation from the 10. Everything's accumulating up. To go to the 5A, he will be needing 50 cumulative group sales, 50, not directly. Now he's a 5A rank member, and now he's earning 800. Somebody said we are not seeing your slide. Is that true? Not seeing my slide? Let me know, because this there's some network glitch. Somebody said yes. Oh, my dear. Oh, okay. Sorry about that. Let me get back to this screen here. Can you see my screen now? That's why I wanted us to. Can you see my screen now? I'm seeing it. Okay. Somebody else was seeing it.
Yes.
Okay, it's fine. All right, good. Sorry, guys. There's a lot of network issues. So, but let's work with what we have. So again, just an overview of the slide of what I've just said. Your first 2 persons who come in, you have 175 euro as a commission. You're on a 1A rank, earning from your first 2. To go to the 2A rank, you need your 3rd direct, and with your 3rd direct now you are earning 350 euros. Then you go to the 3A rank, and what is required is that you have 10 cumulative. Remember, cumulative, your direct and your indirect, and now you are a 3A ranked partner, and you are earning 525 euros. And when you get to a 4A rank, which is requiring 20 cumulative group sales, not a fresh 20 continuation from your 10, now you begin to earn 700 euros. And when you get 50 cumulative, you're on a 5A earning 875. I hope we are clear so far, catching up from where we had the frozen screen. So to go to the next rank right now, we need a cumulative of 100 in your organization. Now you are a 6A and you'll be earning 1,050 euros per machine that is sold from your 101 machine. Okay. Now, one thing you must understand here is that you don't need to go step 1, step 2, step 3. I have seen a scenario where somebody actually got in 3 people, first 3 people, and that's a 2A rank, and the 3 people went ahead and created a tsunami of sales of machines, distributions of machines, and they did over 100. And this guy jumped from just 2A straight to 6A and started earning 1,050. I mean, who would love to go to be at the 6A rank and begin to earn 1,050? Let's have 6A in the chat. Give me a 6A because as you are writing it, that is how it's happening. 6A in the chat. I want to be a 6A. There's a song that says, I want to be a millionaire, but you've got to be a 6A. Awesome, awesome. I mean, it's a collab of so many 6As. Yes, once you have 100 people in your organization, people are buying the machine, personal use, medical reasons, whatever they choose, just healthy lifestyle, it accumulates very fast for you and you earn that money. Now, this was what Niyi was supposed to be earning because he was the one I was using as the example here. So let's show how this plays out. This is Ask Niyi, and he chooses to share with Tom. Tom is his first person. Now, please, on the chart, where do you think Tom will be? 1A, 2A, or 3A? Quickly. Like we are on time. 1A, 2A, 3A. Where will Tom be? 1A, beautiful. So Tom will be in Niyi's 1A, and that is 175 euros based on our previous explanation. Now, Ask Niyi chooses to share with another person, Alex, which is the second person. Again, if you are following, where will Alex be? Where will Alex be? On which of the A's will Alex be? On which of the A's will Alex be on? 2A or 3A? Somebody saying 1A. Okay, that means you are following. That will still be on a 1A, and that's another 175 euro. But let's say that Ask Niyi decides to share with Rose. Rose is Ask Niyi's third person. So where will Rose come in? If you've been following, now I will know. What A will Rose fall on? Beautiful, H Empire. Exactly, very correct. So Rose will be on Niyi's 2A, and that is a 350 euro. Now, understand, like I said, this is different from the conventional network marketing plan, which is why we have to patent it, because in this case, remember, like I said, it's a commission and override. It's like you're building an organization. Each leg is an organization building. So if Tom goes ahead and shares with Grace, Ask Niyi will earn 175 euro. If Grace goes ahead and shares with Polly, Ask Niyi will earn 175 euro. If Polly goes ahead and shares with Ato, Ask Niyi will still earn 175 euro. Imagine that. It's building up very, very fast. But let's say that Ask Niyi chooses to bring in his fourth direct person, In this scenario now, please, which A will Kim fall under? 2A or 3A? Let's see those following. 2A or 3A? It is Ask Niyi's fourth person. Which A will Kim fall on? Yeah, I'm seeing Pharmacy Toyin saying 3A. I'm seeing Jonathan say 2A. Okay, no wrong answers. 2A H Empire. All right, Pharmacist Mary, it will be, let's reveal that, it's going to be a 2A. Somebody said, why a 2A? Because for you to get to a 3A, always remember, is an accumulation of 10. I said, once your group sale, your direct and your indirect is 10, cumulatively you're on a 3A. So let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's 7, it's not yet 10. So that puts Kim on a 2A. I hope now you follow. And that's also a 350 commission coming in for Ask Niyi. But now that Kim is on board, Kim is a firecracker and chooses to crack this machine, getting 3 people to join her, perhaps at a go or whatever time frame. Now, for these 3 people, Ask Niyi will earn 350, 350, 350. Imagine, like I said, it's an override. I mean, Ask Niyi only brought Kim, but Kim has brought in 3 people on that leg of 350, and Ask Niyi is earning 350, 350, 350. Now, when you do your count, it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So under this scenario, if Ask Niyi were to, after 10 cumulative, get anybody, okay, in this case, May, now May will land on a 3A because it's a cumulative of 10. Then anything on top becomes your new rank. So 3A, and that's 525. How did I get 525? Just add 175 to your 350. Every new rank is like as a pie, just add 175 to that. Now, he decides to see all of this and goes to work, getting brags. Well, that's his own 1A. ask Ni will get 350 euro. And Ben comes in, that's another 350 euro. Bob's comes in, that's another 350 euro. Bob decides to share with Joe, that's another 350 euro. Bob shares with his second person, that's another 350 euro for Ask Neye. Bob shares with his third person, that's another 350 euro. This is a simulation here. But already when you count, you see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So just with 10 people, 3,500 euro, that is more than the cost of the machine that Ask Neye paid for, even if it were to be for January next year. But again, we don't want anybody to wait till then. I mean, save yourself some money. So, and this is all coming from Kim. Rose have not started, which is still on a 350 earning leg. May, which is on a higher leg, have not even begun. Alex have not begun. Tom have not begun. Even Annie that have created this work, Abu have not begun. Ali has not begun. Are you seeing what we are seeing here? The possibility. Every leg is a generating machine. This is how you can turn your water to wealth. Now, John sees what is happening and John says, I will not be left out. And now John goes ahead and brings in Don. Please tell me how much will Ask me be earning from Don joining under John. If you are on it, let me look at the chart and see who is following. What will be the earning for Ask me? Don has just come in. Please, let me have it on the chart. I see 175, 2A, okay. Shuaibu, okay, 2A, 175, 2A normally is 350, so you're talking about 350. Okay, let's, like I said, I like the contribution. When you contribute, when we correct, you get to know what happened and how it was fixed. Now, remember, it is 1A, it's already stated 1A. This is 1A, is under John. And remember, I said it's an 8A commission pointing. So John has just gotten his first person. So what that simply means is that John has 1 point. But John is under Bob. When you see Bob has 1, 2, 3. So Bob has 2 points. Bob is under Annie. And check, Annie already has 1A, 1A, 2A. That's another 2 points. Annie is under Kim that has 1, 2, 3. That is another 2 points. So when you go 2 plus 2 plus 2, that's 6 plus 1, that is 7. 8 minus 7 will give you 1. So Ask Annie is left with 1 point. And what is the value for 1 point? Yes, Jonathan got it, 175. H Empire got it, 175. So that is how it counts. Now, let's say John decides to get a second person, okay? Well, you already know your first 2 persons are still in your 1A. So that simply means for the Dave coming in is still the same scenario, 175. But if John, for any reason, gets a third person, now the dynamic changes because John now has 2 points. Bob is already on a 2, Annie is on a 2, Kim is on a 2. 2 times 4 is 8. 8 minus 8 is 0. So Ask Me is left with 0, okay? And for 0, you know, you don't earn. But hey, Ask Me, you will feel, oh, I would have loved to earn. This is what we call a non-8A sale because you've exhausted that pointing system. But guess what? All of this is happening under Kim. Ali has not moved. Abu has not moved. Bryce has not moved. Ben has not moved. Joe has not even moved. Alex has not moved. The person who is on a higher 3A has not moved. So you can see the possibilities here. Meanwhile, you can still be building more with, because by the time you have a cumulative of 20 and you bring in Tony, you're on your 4A, now you are earning 700 euros. What if you got a cumulative of 50 people, okay? You're on a 5A. What if you're earning 875 euro? If you got 100 people cumulative from your 101, you're on a 6A. And now you are earning 1,050. And guess what? Till infinity, you keep going with everybody there is 1,050 euros. So there is nothing stopping you. And every day, every week, people are getting their Kangen machine to experience this water down, wide, and yet you are also still earning. This is crazy, turning your water to wealth. Now, finally, let's show you a career path here. Because when you become a 6A, beyond everything happening in the in those commissions, the company says, thank you for building a team of 100 people, which is why this is for Kangen business builders. You are also rewarded with $3,000, not euro, dollars, for being a 6A. When you have two of your team members, two people in two different legs, remember I told you every leg is an independent business center. When you have two people, whether they are your direct or your indirect, to become yours where you were at 6A, you become a 6A2 and you earn $6,000. When you have any two people in across your legs to become 6A2 where you become a 6A2-2. They don't use gold, silver, or platinum. They use the dashes. So 6A2-2, you earn $12,000 added to all the commissions that are still coming in from sales. When you become a 6A2-3 by helping your team members to also, remember, we're not saying 100, just two people. You can have 100 legs, but say let just two people, whether they're your direct or your indirect. Now you're a 6A2-3. And guess what? $25,000 and $5,000 monthly for the rest of your life. How about that? Now, when you now choose to help two more other persons to come to and experience what you are getting, you move to the next rank of 6A2-4, $50,000 one time given, and now place on $10,000 monthly for the rest of your life. 6A2-5, helping two persons to get to your previous position in your organizations of two different legs, $100,000 and $15,000 monthly for life. And when you get to 6A2-6, you get $200,000 and $20,000 monthly for life. Mr. Sam Sia, who heads our team globally, is on a 6A2 actually is a 6A7-6, 6A7-6. And the wife is also on this 6A2-6 leg. What does that mean? The two of them, husband and wife, $200,000, and now they're also on $20,000 monthly. And now, added to whatever is happening on their 6A, 5A leg, 4A leg, and people are below the 8A point, you begin to earn crazy earning potential. And take note, this is patented. It's been running for 28 years. It has not been changed. Some of us have joined companies who are not even there 3 years, and they've changed 2 times. Some of them have shut down. You know, things with Japanese, longevity. They think it through 200 years into, but now they tell you that this is for life. We are patented it because we know the possibilities here. Guys, listen, all you've got to do, take your water, drink it, share it. Let everybody have an experience. And as they get their machines also to get the water, then you are also being rewarded. So you have the opportunity to become a distributor, multiple earning opportunities here. Remember, the product is very unique. The compensation plan is also very unique. You can work at your own spare time. One of the secrets to the thousands of people, millions of people around the world who are succeeding with this business is that people are sharing the water out to friends. Please don't keep this information to yourself. Those of us in Lagos, we have water centers where people can access. Well, more people are getting the machines in different parts of the city, of the country, and you will have places to also get. But while you are waiting, why not get your own machine and start the water center in your city? You become the distributor. You become the go-to person who is helping your city, your state, and the people there to experience the water. And guess what? People come to you. So share the water, change your story, and change their life. Duplicatable system, it's easy. So again, just like Mr. Simon asked when somebody is asking, he was asking from Singapore, he said, get back to the person who told you about this. So what's next? I will encourage you, if you're on this call, to get back to the person who shared this with you so they can show you how to get started immediately. You fill the form, you make the payment. 7 days, maximum 7 to 10 days, the machine is available in your domain, and you begin to have the same experience. The next move is on you, because we've done our parts today. I normally tell people that the capacity to earn is a gift, the ability to earn is a skill, but you see, the willingness to earn is a choice. You can choose to just be a water user, but you can also choose to be a Kangen business builder. In that case, as you change your water, now you are changing your life. I want to say thank you very much for being a part of this call tonight. Truly appreciate everyone that have joined us. Please go back to some I invited. If you have questions, we'll follow up with that. We have a meeting happening tomorrow at Maryland, okay, the Full Life Hotel, 10:30 and 12:30, and on Tuesday 10:30 and 12:30. We also have events happening in Bon Voyage Hotel in Port Harcourt on Tuesday and Wednesday this week. Perhaps if you have people there, please get the information, send them, and let's make this go big. It's a pleasure talking to you. Thank you very much. Please do have an exceptional night rest, and may your week be blessed. In case life gives you some lemon, squeeze it into a glass of Kangen water and change the narrative. God bless you and good night.